Well, Michael Pink here. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you, and thank you so much for coming by my website, subscribing to my emails, watching my videos, giving me support in so many different ways. I decided to do something special for you in return. It's the Black Friday special. You know, we do it every year. The last couple of years have been phenomenally successful. I'm going to make that offer available separately, probably in the description of the YouTube video or my email, something like that. But this year I've done something special because as I was praying about, like, what do I bring to the people? And I was going to bring the same offer I bring every year because it works so well and people love it. But I felt like there's another need. And that need is, so many of you are looking for, hey, where do I get the business? How do I attract the business? You know, it's one thing when the economy's strong and everybody's doing great, you know, it's like, okay, what's the big deal? I get their leads are everywhere. But when things tighten up, and they are already, when that happens, competition gets tough. And you're going to need leads, not just any lead, but you're going to need quality leads. And that's why I put this 7-volume teaching series together, 14 hours really of teaching on 4 different biblical models for marketing. Now, the first one is the oldest one. It's from Isaiah, and it's profound. It has impacted me and many of my clients for many years. It's called the Isaiah Marketing Strategy, and it's basically in Isaiah chapter 11 and the 7 spirits of God and what they have to say, or what they model for us relative to marketing. Because you see, Isaiah is prophesying the coming of the Messiah, and how are you going to recognize him? What's he going to do? What's the unique thing that he's going to do? And so Isaiah describes that in chapter 11, and that's a powerful marketing model. Then you move forward a few hundred years to Habakkuk. Habakkuk, he's all distressed about his people and they're backslidden. He says, God, what do we do? And God basically says, okay, here's what you do. Write this down, okay? And he gives him a 7-step strategy in Habakkuk chapter 2. And it's an incredible marketing strategy. We got a great 4-part series on that. And then move forward again to John the Baptist, right? John the Baptist, what was his job? His job was to prepare the way of the Lord. Prepare the way. He's announcing he's coming right now. He's the next guy up. He's like the warm-up speaker, if you will. And he's bringing him up. And he said, so what does he do? Well, he follows a 7-step strategy that's outlined in Isaiah chapter 40. And he follows that to a T. And then, of course, Jesus shows up. And Jesus does this thing. And there's 3 notable things that he does that I see modeled in nature. If I was to turn around here and show you these trees follow that strategy. They follow that strategy. And so Jesus, he walked in this 3-step process that is actually outlined in Matthew chapter 4. So those are the 4 biblical models I talk about. And then because I want to, I decided, what else can I give? So I put in 3 bonuses. And those bonuses are natural law for marketing. Natural law. For example, in the rainforest, the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in the rainforest, in my opinion, is an orchid. An orchid is this beautiful, alluring flower that dangles, sometimes in the sun, sometimes in the shade, but when it dangles, it attracts pollinators far and wide. You can see it from 1,000 feet away. Like, what is that beautiful thing there? Well, there are 7 principles that I learned from the orchid in the rainforest that are incredibly powerful for marketing. That's one of the natural laws. The next one has to do with the way a flower attracts a bee in their interaction. What does a bee, who's a pollinator, what does he do or she do? What do they do? The worker bee. Well, there's a process. How the flower does something that every marketer needs to do when they're putting ads out in, whether it's on Facebook or Google or wherever you put them. You need to make sure that the bees can follow that path to your product. And then thirdly, a lot of people use what they call lead magnets. You know, maybe like, hey, give me your email address and I'll send you a free report or a free video or a free book or whatever. And all those things are valid and they're good and they've given people value. But what's happened is over the years, it's become so popular that people are going, yeah. They kind of, and part of the reason they've done that is because the thing they downloaded that they got for free was crap. It was garbage. It was nonsense. It was no value. But there's a secret. And the secret's in the nectar of the flower. And it's an incredibly powerful lesson that I have. I sometimes call it the nectar sector, but it's lead generation that we see, and with a flower and a hummingbird, and we see that relationship. You say, oh, that's the secret for successful lead generation. So you're going to love it, I pray. And because it's Thanksgiving, we do, an annual big deal. So this is like 82% off. We put a package together, it's $429, 82% off. 82% off. So it's a very, very, very good deal for you. And I think you're going to really love it. So avail yourself to it now. 14 hours of teaching, 7 different courses, if you will. And it's some of my best work from the biblical perspective on marketing and natural law. So anyways, thank you so much. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. I appreciate you coming to my site and subscribing to our emails if you haven't already, liking our YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Thanks so much. God bless you.